Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for March. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So guys, if it's not resonating, check your other signs and placements. See if your messages might be in those readings. Also, we're going to start with your current energy, then we're going to move all the way through to the end of March. So that means that this is a predictive reading. Take it as it resonates for you, but please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. If these events aren't occurring right now, they may well occur in the next few weeks. Spirit, what would you like Taurus to know for the month of March? Taurus, for the month of March. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Ace of Cups. Wow. And it is crossed by Justice. So it looks like you have love in your life. There's new love in your life. It looks like it's balanced. It looks like karmic justice has come in with regard to this. Let's see what's happened in the past. Either that or that's what you're hoping for. In the past, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. You could have been dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer sign, but I feel like in the past, you may have been a little bit emotionally unavailable. Now, a lot of you are pouring that love into yourself because you were kind of cutting yourself off. You were kind of not open to love in the past. Let me see why all this is happening. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, because of anxiety and worry. There is a message coming from Spirit, but you're in such a state of anxiety that you can't hear it. So let's see what's on your mind. The King of Swords. You might be thinking about a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But with the King of Swords here, I do feel like you are trying to be very matter of fact. I feel like you're trying to put your head over your heart. You're not trying to make emotional decisions here, especially with regard to love. You just want something that's balanced here. And I do feel like you are trying to be honest and direct with yourself here. So, as well as others. Let me see, Taurus, show me what is happening in the month of March. Ace of Wands. Wow, guys. So that's passion. You've got love, you've got passion coming in here. It's something balanced. It's an equal balance of the two. Let me see how Taurus is showing up. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're kind of showing up as not really wanting to have a commitment here. So we'll have to clarify that. Show me the energy coming towards Taurus. You could also be a little bit out of sorts because this is one of the cards of Taurus here with the King of Pentacles. It is your suit. So you might be a little bit out of sorts currently. The energy coming towards you, we have the Star card in the reverse. So this is possibly an Aquarius, but this is somebody who is not very balanced emotionally, or they could feel as if their dreams, their hopes have been crushed. Let me see Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice. Five of Swords. Spirit is saying somebody here is in their ego. Either you or the other person. There could be conflict as a result of that. And that conflict could get out of hand. So that's definitely something we want to look at since it's in the advice. In the outcome, we have the Two of Cups. So that is a soulmate connection. That's seeing eye to eye. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, Taurus, and this does indicate that you are letting that guard down. You're also releasing and letting go of things from the past. Be careful, though, because you could have some sort of an unexpected financial, setback that could occur, and you want to be careful with that. Although I'm not seeing that for most of you, but there's a few. So you want to be careful. Overall, I feel like you're releasing and letting things go. Things that you may have been holding on to, carrying with you for quite some time. So let's clarify this reading. Spirit, why is the Ace of Cups here? All right, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, and we have the Seven of Cups. So there's a situation that may have been on and off. There's been a lot of confusion, but I feel like it's coming together. This is somebody that you love. Now, this person could be a player, or you may have thought that they were a player, but you're just confused about the situation. I do see, Taurus, that you have options here. Even though you might not be telling everybody, you do have options. So let's see why justice is here. The Devil. So there's some kind of toxicity that's present. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You're trying to balance out a toxic situation. Or balance things out with somebody who is toxic. And it's because you have this strong, strong attraction to this person. Why is the King of Cups in reverse? King of Wands? Huh. So one of you could have chosen to go in another direction. I've got two kings here. Or it could also be that you're choosing passion over love, because I do see this non-committal energy here. In the past, you may have been choosing passion over emotions. If you're dealing with somebody, that person could be a little bit toxic. They could be a bit of a player, some player type of energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy is all here. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I do feel like you definitely love this person. And if you're not with this person, you want to be. Let me see why the Nine of Swords is here. Because what you're worrying about is this toxic energy. So that's what you've been holding on to, and underlying energy says that you're letting it go. So you're holding on to somebody here, Taurus. You're holding on to somebody that you feel very passionate about, but they're toxic as hell, and you know it. I do feel like you want to balance this out because you have deep feelings for this person. This, either you or them, was choosing passion over deep emotional connection. And I feel like you're getting real honest with yourself about this situation. Why is this King of Swords here? I also feel like, Taurus, you're kind of going through all the kings. So I feel like you are learning the lessons of the kings in order to become an emperor. The High Priestess. Yeah. So there's things that you are seeing, things that you are being perceptive about, but you're kind of keeping this to yourself. You feel like you don't need to let the whole world know. I do feel like some of you are thinking about or have gotten a tarot reading as well, or you could be tarot readers yourself. But I do feel like you're trying to be very honest with yourself, honest with others as well. And I also feel like you're not trying to make an emotional decision here. And that's fine, Taurus, but you also need to understand that you don't want to think, from your passions either. All right, so let's look at this. All right, so we're going to look into March for you. So, Spirit, show me March for the sign of Taurus. Show me March for the sign of Taurus. All right, Taurus. Page of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Three of Cups. There's that Nine of Swords again. That's in the underlying energy. And remember, that is attached to you holding on to something toxic. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So there's two queens here. Two of Wands, the Empress in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. All right, so Taurus, I do feel that, you might be a little bit led by your passions going into March. So be very careful about that. I feel like in the past, you chose to move towards your passions versus love. And it's almost like you kind of closed your heart down, closed your heart off with regard to love. That generally happens when you get hurt. And I do feel like, there's been some confusion in this relationship. You're involved in something here that has some toxic elements. You're dealing with somebody that's a bit toxic. They're either a player or they're in and out. Moving into March, you might not have even been talking to that person. There could have been a lot of confusion. You do have options. You're aware of that. You want a balanced relationship, but you know that you are holding on to somebody that's a bit toxic here. And I do feel like it's causing a lot of worry and anxiety in your life. You're figuring it out. You're up in your head a lot. You're thinking about this and you're figuring it out. So I see in the beginning of March, the first week of March, you are kind of giving in to your passions here. I do feel like you're not really offering much to this person, or they're not really offering much to you, but you're giving in to your passions in that first week. And this is going to keep you stuck. It's going to kind of keep you a little bit stuck. I do feel in the second week there is a reunion of some kind, either that or you might even be dating. But some of you, it's not even dating. Some of you are just out partying here because you're just tired of dealing with the anxiety that this situation is causing you. And I do feel like there's a lot of anxiety. And a lot of it's stemming from feeling stuck as well. Be careful because some of you might be self-medicating in order to deal with this. So a lot of your anxiety has to do with love. It has to do with third-party situation where you may have a choice between two different people here. And if that's not the case, some of you are choosing, money or love, but either way, it's causing a lot of anxiety. And some of you guys are kind of self-medicating, dealing with that. I do see that anxiety peaking around the middle of March. In the third week of March, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make some sort of a choice. I do see that you're very focused on your money. You are working hard, but I also feel like you want love in your life. And some of you are making plans so that you can have both. And ultimately, that's what you want. You want to have both. But if you have a choice between two people, I do feel by the third week, going into the fourth week, you have to make a choice between two people here. That's not for everybody. Some of you may be having to make priorities. Do you make more time for your social and love life? Or do you continue to lean into your, money and stability? But I do see you making plans, particularly the end of the third week going into the fourth week, because there's a feeling here of lack. There's a feeling of, I'm not really getting what it is that I want here. You could be having an issue here at the end of the month with a maternal figure. This could be somebody who's very maternal. It could be the mother of your children. It could be your mother, a mother-in-law, a baby mama. But there is a sense here of, having an issue with this person because of the plans that you're making by the end of the month. I'm also feeling like there's a situation here that you're not nurturing because you may be choosing to move in another direction. So I do see you making some sort of decision here if you have a choice between two. But the good thing is that at the end of the month, I do see you, having wish fulfillment. And it's because you're planning. Now, there's also a need at the end of the month. I'm seeing that there's a bit of insecurities that's popping up, a need to kind of pour into your own cup, like I was saying earlier. There's this need to really kind of evaluate yourself and, feed your own self, feed your own value and self-worth, recognizing that. Because that's ultimately what's going to lead you to what it is that you want. But I do see you receiving wish fulfillment here by the end of the month. There could also be a problem between the person that you choose and a maternal figure by the end of the month. There's something to do with that choice that's going to cause an issue. All right, so let's look at how you are showing up in this reading. Some of you are not seeing eye to eye with an individual that you have in the past been very compatible with and could in fact be in a relationship with, and you're choosing, you're choosing to move towards somebody else because you feel that that person is no longer nurturing. All right, so we have the World in reverse, we have the Hangman, and the Two of Cups. So again, we have that Two of Cups. This is the love that you have been waiting for, Taurus. I do feel that, you know, there's some unresolved issues that you have with regard to commitment here. But the love that you have been waiting for, the soulmate connection you've been waiting for, is showing up here at the end of the month. And I am seeing it in 2 places. So that's positive. Let me see the energy coming towards you. Show me the energy coming towards Taurus. Show me the energy coming towards... Thank you, Spirit. Show me the energy coming towards Taurus. There it is. All right, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Magician. So I see Aquarius energy here, and I also see strong Gemini energy. It doesn't have to be, but this person that is coming towards you, I do feel like this is somebody who may have gone in another direction at some point with somebody new, but it didn't work out. This is somebody who is feeling like their dreams have been crushed. I feel like somebody else did that. I don't feel like it was you. Or it could be that this is a new person that was in your life. I'm not sure, but I definitely feel that this person is manifesting love. I feel like this person has some regrets. They have a lot of sadness that's in their life. And, you know, that sadness has caused them to emotionally not be quite balanced. This is somebody that is more than capable of manifesting love, though. They actually have everything they need to manifest this love. But I feel like they're not seeing it. So they may not be seeing themselves very clearly either. There's a deep sense of sadness that this person is experiencing, and it has to do with a newer relationship that has ended. Let me see. They can also be emotionally immature, so be aware of that. Let's see Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice for Taurus. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 4 of Wands reversed. And we have Justice in reverse. So, you know, Spirit is saying that you're really up in your head about a conflict that's happened here. This conflict was ugly. It got really nasty. And I do feel like it led to the ending of this relationship or a relationship. It led to a lot of instability. And I do feel like with the Justice card in the reverse, there's a sense here of wrongdoing, or there could even be some legal ramifications for what took place. But Spirit is saying, you know, that you need to free yourself from all this anxiety. You have to do this yourself. There's an indication you need to free yourself if you want the stability in your life, if you want justice in your life. And I see that you do here. You have to free yourself from this situation. It's a very unstable situation. So let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Taurus at the end of March. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the 5 of Wands reversed. We have the Fool in reverse. And we have the 10 of Wands. Wow. So the love that you're seeking is trying to come about. But here's the problem. There is something you are carrying. There is something that you are holding on to that is keeping you from getting that. It's keeping you from everything that you're wanting. This soulmate relationship. There's a leap of faith that has to be taken to move into this Ace of Cups. You have to take the leap of faith. And the problem is, Taurus, that you can't see your way clear because you're holding on to something. You're carrying the burdens of the past. So once you can resolve that and come out, so this may be even internal conflict. Once you resolve your conflict about love, about taking this leap of faith, about a soulmate, That's when you put these burdens down, you release it, it's toxic energy, and that's when all of everything that you want comes in for you. So you're blocking your peace. You're blocking this new beginning. You're blocking the love that you so deeply desire by holding on to burdens from the past. So it very much goes in line with what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, free yourself from all this. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. This is underlying energy. So you've been holding on to a situation where you felt betrayed, you felt deeply hurt, and it wound up in an ending. And you're holding on to that, Taurus. You have to find a way to release that, to let that go. Maybe there's some really good cord cutting, exercises that you could look up here on YouTube. But this is the toxic energy. It's not only toxic energy of someone else, it's also the toxic energy that you're holding on to, that you're carrying. Because in this card, the individual here, he is carrying that weight. He's carrying all these burdens from the past. It's so much so he can't even see the way into this new love, into this Two of Cups. It's there. It's being presented to you, Taurus, but you got to put down the past. You've got to release it. And it's emanating from a sense of betrayal. It's emanating from a time that you were very deeply hurt. All right, I'm going to pull and see if we have any, from the oracles, we'll see if we have any further guidance for you. All right, we have number 12. It says, be still a while. Now, this is depicting the winter time frame, so I do feel like this is a very current energy for you since we are in the winter. Give me just a second. I'm going to read that. It says, for now, dear seeker, even while you are on this adventure, the kitsune asks you to consider that it is time to be still a while. You have traveled far and experienced a great deal. Now, these wise foxes say it is time to rest and recuperate and be still. Still as the earth beneath the snow, quiet as the seed beneath the soil, and allow the energy about you to be rewoven and reweaved, and the energy within you to be restored and received. This is a time to pause and to breathe and to take a deep space and time for yourself. In a world that encourages an endless doingness, this time of nothingness will seem difficult and strange at times, even frustrating. Yet there is a purpose, and there is so much that needs to be done in the stillness. Nature is not always in the process of growth. She moves and dances in a cycle of seasons, and the season for you now is winter, a season to be soft and quiet as snow, to rest as the trees do, and to prepare silently, with patience, for the gateways and tests that lie ahead. You will move forward again, but for now, dear one, rest a while in this space with the kitsune of Inari, and know that you will be all the better for this time of graceful, soft, and peaceful pause. I like that for you, honestly. I do feel like there's some things that you need to do to work on yourself right now, Taurus, and that's going to allow you to let these burdens go, to release what it is that you've been holding on to outside of you as well as inside of you. And I do feel like this is a process that is taking place within you now. So just know that the seeds that are underneath that snow are growing. They will grow, but it's a time of rest for now. Okay? All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. Until I see you guys in your next reading, Taurus, namaste.